So we're out here at the 2018 Canadian Nationals out here at Walton Raceway.
We're at the Walton Raceway where they have the Canadian National Championship for motocross. This little piece of it is for fifth scale RC racing. Fifth scale's pretty big machines, so wide lanes. They also use it as a mini bike track when we're not using it for our RC cars.
The 2018 Canadian Fifth Scale Nationals. So it's the highest level competition of one fifth scale in Canada.
Built the track about 5 years ago, and we run the Canadian Nationals here, and it's been growing ever since. And you know, we got a lot of people that are just finding out about us, and the competition just keeps getting stiffer and stiffer, which is really exciting.
What they put on here, you know, is absolutely a miracle. I couldn't be more stoked on this, and hopefully it builds and continues. This entire facility is top notch. It's definitely the best fifth scale track and event, I would say, in North America, easily.
It's becoming more of a driver's track. It's getting more technical every year.
Those guys are catching that Olsen, breaking it.
The biggest difference of this year's track is the layout. Now it lets me water it all with the water truck. Before It took a lot of help from guys. Paul Gilmore, Gus has been really helpful, but hand watering. So, you know, and as we're getting old, it's kind of killing us, you know, slugging hoses around. So now I can do almost the entire track with the water truck and you know, save our old bones.
If you notice, you probably got some footage where on the back end there, they don't have the bolt turn. So this was more of a high-speed track. There's a couple different variations of lines, which was nice. My truck, you can see here, is a landing of a huge double, where you'd make up probably a good half second to a second if you could make it. So big power and good shocks were huge to have, really good suspension to be able to hit that every time.
This year was a little bit tough because they had a jump in the front that people were doing, and I just chose not to do it. I didn't think I really needed to, and to be honest, in the main, my car was still, it was super fast, and it wasn't even making me lose any time.
If you're driving the track for the first time, basically it's not speed, it's not power, it's all about technique and keeping your cool on the track and following your lines.
You know, be smooth, try and stay inside everywhere you go, but mainly just like don't try and punch it too much.
Starting with a good baseline setup, drive within your limits, don't drive over your head, because on something like this, you can mess up very, very fast and end up screwing up your entire weekend.
It's basically your goal should be finishing the race, not winning the race. And then I think if you follow that technique, you'll gradually improve and become a really good driver.
I'm Gerhard Umstetter from Germany. Well, in Germany we're used to go on AstroTurf because this type of track makes a lot of work for the club, you know. This is more precision driving. We don't have these big jumps, but I really love this track. I love this area here, and they even did a really good job. It's really the ultimate test for each car, and yeah, I love it. I really love it.
Competition, you know, same thing as always. You know, always got to worry about Matt over here.
Battling out with Mark Sousa, he's always very quick.
Even Frank Landrick getting up from CRC, so he's super fast.
Personally, I did the best I've ever done. I made it on the podium for the A main, so I'm pretty excited about that. It's pretty tough to do. This competition's pretty tough around here.
There goes Neil in the number 8 spot. Mark Sousa, your leader. White wing, white wheels.
Mark Sousa, wow, you know, he just wins and wins and wins. We're really happy to have him up here. Matt, great guy, helps everybody out in the pits, fantastic driver. He always takes some hardware home too.
Honestly, it's not even the racing, it's the people. You know, love the people out here and the camaraderie that goes on out here. So it's not so much on the track, but it's also what's in the pits.
Team Skycraft, he's in, he's away. Oh boy. Thank you very much, good job. Here comes your leader. We all agree.
This is my 4th year out here, and I'll be back until end of days or until they stop.
Are you going to be back next year?
Hopefully. I will get married next year.
Oh, right.
You know, I get a new boss.